Hello everyone and welcome to your pick a card. This is a pick a card about what you're letting go or what to let go and what you should be embracing, right? Or what to embrace moving forward. So considering we have like a Cancer new moon and all this crazy solar eclipse energy going on, I'm curious to see, how that will play in, because whenever we have a new moon, we know that we're trying to set intentions for new things, right? So in a sense, this is kind of fitting. In other words, what we're letting go and what we should be embracing coming this new moon energy. These pick a card readings are timeless, so really it is whenever the universe nudges you to watch, that's when the appropriate time is, okay? So if you're led to this video, welcome. I hope you find messages here. Just keep in mind that they're general, so not every reading is going to connect. You're more than welcome to also pick more than one stack. If you feel drawn to it, by all means, go ahead and do so. So let's see what the energies are. I'm going to start with stack number 1. I'm going to put 2 and 3 off to the side. We'll get back to that later. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. All existing subscribers, thank you for coming back. And if you're curious about more messages, feel free to check out the reading I just did for all zodiac signs. That was a live reading. That was for all 12 zodiac signs. The timestamps are listed in the comment section of that video, so you can go straight to whatever sign you need to, whether that be your sun, moon, or rising sign. Those were kind of like mini readings I did last night, and the reason why I did that is because I wanted to make sure I left you with content to go back to. I'm going to be gone for like 2 weeks, that I won't be uploading videos during that time. So I wanted to make sure I left you with something in addition to maybe a few pick-a-cards as well. And I haven't gotten to the zodiac sign readings lately. My schedule's been crazy. I just don't have time to do all 12 videos separately. So I thought, why not bring you a live reading and see if I can knock out all 12 signs in that one setting. And I think it turned out pretty well. You all got read for. It was good to chat with a few of you there as well, so that was good. That made me happy to connect with you that way. And I plan on doing more live readings down the road, but I wanted to make sure I left you with something before I go on vacation. So I'm going to start with stack number 1. This is the Art of Life Tarot. So the first thing we're going to ask is, for stack number 1 viewers, what is it that you're letting go? What is it that you're letting go? For those choosing stack number 1, what is it that they're letting go? All right, so we have the 6 of Wands. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Let's get one more card to kind of give more information. Maybe you're letting go. Okay, I have an idea where this is going, but I'm getting the idea, just real quick before I pull another card. I'm getting the idea that you're letting go of, I'm hearing like limiting beliefs about yourself. And you're starting to see yourself in a higher light, okay? Or you're starting to see your potential from a higher perspective and looking at situations in a more enthusiastic way than what you used to, because the 6 of Wands is sitting up high on his horse, right? And he can look down on a situation from his perspective up high and see things for what they were and what they were not, okay? So I think you're letting go of, I don't know, I'm hearing limitations or limiting beliefs and starting to see yourself in a higher light, okay? That's what I'm getting from that. The Ace of Swords, yeah. See, so it says, I'm not afraid of storms, for I am learning to sail my ship. Absolutely. The Ace of Swords is that clarity. It's that epiphany moment. It is your truth, right? Like I said, you're looking down on a situation. You're seeing it for what it was, what it wasn't. You're seeing the truth of it all. You're getting your clarity and your enlightenment, your enlightening moment, right? So I feel like you're letting go of things that maybe prevent you from seeing yourself in a better light or seeing a situation in a better light, because the Ace of Swords brings clarity, right? This is about success and achievement and triumph over obstacles. So I feel like you don't feel like you can't anymore, okay? Like the quote says, I am learning to sail my ship. Yeah. I feel like you believe highly of yourself now. You're thinking that you can achieve, okay? That you are possible, all right? You're learning how, I want to say learning how to change your thoughts. I'm feeling like you're removing the self-limiting beliefs, okay? And you're starting to, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but love yourself, okay? Be proud of yourself. So the self-limiting beliefs are going away, I feel, and the Ace of Swords will bring you a fresh perspective, okay? So that's what I'm getting from that. And you know what? Once you have that clarity of mind and you understand situations for what they are, you can overcome them a lot better. Okay, the Six of Wands would show us that you're overcoming something that maybe caused some kind of obstacle or adversity. I think the way is clear now with the Ace of Swords. Just giving you a fresh perspective and a new beginning. So what are you to embrace now as a result of letting those self-limiting beliefs go? So what are you to embrace? Look at that. Your magic, right? Embrace your magic. Embrace your magic and your ability to Oh, okay. I'm going to accept it because it fell out. Okay, it fell over. So that's the Three of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like you're to embrace your magic, okay? Your capabilities and all the possibilities that you have within you. All right, because you're the magician. It says, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Yes, you are. So once you get rid of the self-limiting beliefs, you can conquer anything, like the Six of Wands, because you have this truth and understanding and this clarity. You can truly start to manifest then at that point, okay? You get rid of everything, all the muck in your mind, right? You get rid of all that muck and that distraction and that confusion. You get rid of all the clutter. And then you can fully embrace what you're capable of, all right? Self-limiting beliefs are the things that keep us from manifesting. So I think the magician is here telling you, hey, you have what it takes. You have more than what it takes. You just needed to clear your mind, all right? And realize that you can conquer anything with that Six of Wands. You have the Three of Pentacles. It says the reward of a thing well done is to have done it. Yeah. How do you know unless you try, right? How do you know you could accomplish something unless you try? So I feel like this is saying to embrace the possibilities within yourself and try, okay? Put the work in. See what you're capable of by actually doing it. The threes are all about growth, manifestation, expansion, right? The one to me is like an initiation. The number one of the magician is like an initiation. Again, you have the ace, which is also like a one. So you have the initiation, you have the setting of the intentions, and then the three is like actually following through with it, right? So I'm looking at this like you're to embrace following through. If you have an idea, follow through with it, all right? See where it takes you. Because the Three of Pentacles also speaks about talents and having the ability, and then having other people see it in you. Like, it's almost like other people see your potential, but maybe before you had a problem not seeing your own potential, where everybody else could see it in you, but you failed to see it in yourself. And then the Three of Pentacles is like, yeah, I know I can do this, and actually doing it, and then being proud of yourself, and then happy and proud that other people see it in you as well. And people can point it out and appreciate you, right? So I like this. I'm going to get a little bit more information here. I think I'm going to take my little oracle here. All right, I'm going to take my little oracle and get more information on this. I'm just going to throw it in the middle there, one card. Yeah. It's not like, it's almost like maybe before you complicated things in your mind, you thought it was impossible, right? Because it says simplicity. Sometimes, we can tend to complicate things in our own head to the point where it limits us, it paralyzes us from actually doing what we want to do because we think it's too hard, right? But I think you've gotten over that. It's almost like I'm hearing it's not as hard as it seems. It's almost like you realize that now with the Ace of Swords. So those self-imposed limitations, the concern that it was too hard or too difficult or that you couldn't, right? Or that you didn't have what it took. I'm seeing this, like you've pushed that aside, or you sorted it out of your mind. And it's not an issue anymore. It's not as hard as you thought, right? When you really take a step back, you clear your mind with that Ace of Swords, it really wasn't as hard as you thought it would be. You're looking at it from a higher perspective with that Six of Wands. And now consider that the wands are like passion and energy, like ambition, drive, motivation. It's like once you cleared the air within your own mind, you were able to then put your ambition, your energy behind it and actually move forward, right? And start to truly manifest. So you're to embrace your magic. You're to embrace your own potential, all right? And not overcomplicate things. That's what I'm hearing. Look, discernment, judge, good decision making, wise decision making, right? Let's see what else. I think I want that one. Yeah, make things official, because the officer means about making things official. Also sometimes delivering correspondence. But let's see what else we got. Yeah, unexpected joy. It's like once you start putting things into place, making things official, once you come to the conclusion, finding some balance in your situation as well, you start to take action and things start happening unexpectedly. Okay, unexpected joy. You start maybe stumbling across little synchronicities and things that guide the way, and that's part of the magic, right? What you thought was impossible really isn't impossible when you start believing and trusting in your own magic. Okay, so you have the Nine of Cups. So yeah, your happiness, your wish fulfillment, I think you're going in the direction of that. You're definitely going in the direction of it and embracing it. All right, so you're to embrace, your wishes, your hopes, your dreams. Run after them. Okay, chase them down. Don't run from them. All right, don't run from it. You have to run toward it. All right, because I think that you have so much potential. You're to embrace your gifts, your talents, your potential, your creativity, and the possibilities. All right, let go of the self-limiting beliefs. So one more card to clarify all of this. And this is your final oracle stack one. Go outside. Look at that. You've been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Okay, I can agree with that. But you know what? I feel like, if anything, this is like, it's telling you, yeah, okay, go outside. But it's almost like figurative, right? I want to say with that, like, step outside your own box. Freshen your perspective. All right? Get some fresh air, yeah, and refresh your perspective. You know, you can see things differently when you clear your mind. And yeah, fresh air, going outdoors, being in nature will certainly help that. So that's good advice. And if it's a beautiful day like it is right now, I would highly recommend that. Okay, so stack number 1, if this connected for you, please do let me know, because I do love connecting with all of you and, you know, knowing that this is reaching who it needs to. Okay, so that's stack number 1. You know what, I put those back. I shouldn't have did that. Bear with me here, because I don't want to get double cards for everybody. So I'm going to put them aside. Okay. So stack number 2 is the Everyday Witch. For those of you who chose this deck, this reading is for you. Get this out the way. All right. So stack number 2, people. What are you letting go? What are you letting go? Remember, when you let something go, you make room for new things to enter, right? So what are you letting go? Whoa, that was dangerous, because I have a candle over there. All right, the burden. Or no, I'm sorry. I thought it was a 10 of Wands. It's a 2 of Wands. Okay. So let me get more information. The glare made it look like the 10. Okay, so one more card. What are you letting go? The 9 of Wands. Okay. So I'm looking at the 2 of Wands and the 9 of Wands together, and I'm like, okay, there's a decision here, that maybe the inability to choose or to be decisive, right? Because the 2 of Wands is about a crossroads. Sometimes it comes up as ultimatums. Maybe other people are imposing upon you, but a lot of times it is choice and choosing your path, right? It's the inability or the stagnation of not being able to choose a sense of direction or choose a new direction in which to go, right? So I feel like you had to decide your path moving forward, and maybe you were struggling with deciding which way to go. All right, you had a choice, you had an option or a choice to make, a decision to discern. You have the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands is all about like having your guard up, being defensive, being weary, being scared, okay, mistrusting, uncertainty, all right, paranoia, or just being or feeling trepidation about something, right? So I feel like you had a choice to make, and you were struggling to make that choice because you were scared. But if this is not your energy anymore because you're letting it go, or you're about to let it go, then it's telling me that you've released that, or you will be releasing it. I feel like release the fear of indecision or the fear of not making the right choice, right? And it's like you have to realize that this is your life, okay? Look at the world in her hands or his hands. This is your life. And yeah, big decisions or choosing your path moving forward can be difficult and scary, and you don't really know what is going to be the outcome after that decision is made. But I feel like it's saying you are to let go of the fear associated with choosing your path, the fear associated with maybe possibly making the wrong choice, right? Because we all worry about that sometimes. Did I make the right choice, or am I making the right choice? Yeah, I feel like you're fighting yourself too. Okay, so I'm getting the vibe, or I'm feeling like when I say fighting yourself, it's more like, bear with me 1 second. I think I just heard something. Someone at my door. One moment. Okay, I'm back. When I heard like the idea of maybe fighting yourself, okay, it's almost like the need to it's almost like let go of getting in your own way, okay? Sometimes we do fight with ourselves. We are conflicted, okay? And it gets in the way of us deciding. It gets in the way of moving forward. It's sometimes like we know what we need to do, but sometimes we fail to do it because there's that inner conflict, right? There's that inner conflict. So it's almost like there's a need to get out of your own way. That's what I'm hearing with this. Okay, so let me grab 2 more cards and see what you should be embracing. I feel like there's a choice to be made. You definitely got half, or you definitely or maybe if you're not already struggling to make the choice, okay, or if you're currently struggling to make the choice, there's a need to kind of get out of your own way so you can make that choice. Like, go with what your gut is telling you, right? That's what I want to say as far as these 2 cards. And yeah, so that way you can embrace what comes after the choice is made. All right. So let's see what you are. Whoa, cards falling everywhere. Bear with me. Clumsy much. Okay, so what are you to embrace? What are you to embrace? Especially after making a choice, right? Okay, so you have all these cards fall out, and I'm gonna take them because there's a lot here. But this one flipped over. All right. Yeah. The High Priestess. She's very intuitive. Like, she knows on a deeper soul level, right? What it is she needs to do. And look at her reading the cards. That is so cute. She knows on a deeper soul level what it is she needs to do. And do you see how peaceful she is in between the opposing yin and yang, okay, the polarities of life and everything, the push and pull of life. You see how serene she is in her face? She's just so trusting of her own internal guidance, right? So I feel like it's telling you, in order to release the fear and the indecision and the stagnation and the inability to choose your path moving forward, right? Like, because this will keep you stuck. The fear will keep you stuck and keep you from moving forward. So I'm looking at, in order to do that, you have to embrace your intuition. So that way you can rise, okay? Get out of this, because you see how she's on the floor. I know it's like not the energy of being stuck like the Hangman or the 8 of Swords. But nonetheless, she can't get up. Remember that old commercial? I've fallen and I can't get up, right? She's still stuck in a position that like is not good for her. Really, and it's so funny because like the way that she can get out of it, right? The way that she can uplift herself is through this internal guidance right here. That gives you the sense of direction. So here, if you're struggling to know which way to go, this is what this is the GPS system you should be listening to. Okay, not the outside world, but the internal one of the High Priestess. So you're to embrace your intuition so you can lift yourself up out of this fear, this worry, this downtrodden energy that will prevent you from moving forward, right? So the swords are in your back. You might have experienced something with someone or a situation that made you feel betrayed or backstabbed too. All right. And maybe that's why you're struggling to really find your path moving forward, or you're struggling to have a sense of direction. It's because of the fear. Like, yeah, if you experienced this Ten of Swords energy, maybe a betrayal of some sort, or serious failure or letdown, it makes you scared moving forward, because you're going to associate future experiences with what you just went through in the past, and that can really keep you down and out. But when you trust intuition and the guidance that it has for you on a soul level, okay, you see how the sun is in the background of this card? That shines light on any situation that you might be scared of, right? It'll show the way. It'll enlighten you so you can see better, so you can understand better. So, and you see the black cat? The black cat is defending her on the ground. The black cat is intuition. The black cat, or any cats, really are a symbol of intuition. And you see how that black cat is scaring that guy off, all right? Yeah, that black cat is this witch's familiar. And he's defending her. So intuition is going to defend you, I feel. It's going to have your back, all right? Your spiritual squad is going to have your back via the High Priestess energy. High Priestess is also Virgo, so some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. That could be you. All right, sometimes I think she's considered Pisces as well. But I feel like you're to embrace your intuition and really use it as the light, okay, to light your way. You have the Page of Cups. So Page of Cups is sometimes listed as, or labeled like, a surprise. It is also a message of love. And I also see it as friendship, right? So I'm looking at this like you're to embrace your intuition, follow the messages of your heart, all right? Because that's your best friend. Your intuitive guidance, the internal guidance, that's your best friend. That's going to be the one to kind of give you the little whisper in the back of your ear and tell you, you know, that little voice, okay? That little internal voice. That's kind of how I'm seeing this. This is also water sign energy. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like you're to embrace that little voice. I also feel like you're to leave the past behind, because a 10 is a number of completion and endings. Leave the past behind. The swords that hurt you, the people that hurt you, the situations that hurt you, they've taught you a lot. And I'm saying that because the pages are students of life. They're always learning. So I feel like take the lessons that these people threw at you, okay? Because everybody here, people come into our lives, they teach us things. Whether a good situation with someone or a bad, it's not in vain. They are lessons, okay? And if you could look at people that come in and out of your life as either change agents or people here to teach you something, right? You realize that you're the student and you're always here to learn. So it's like, embrace the lessons, all right? Embrace the lessons that they teach you, because they teach you something. They will always teach you something. Even if it wasn't a pleasant experience, all right? It still taught you something. Like if somebody hurt you, betrayed you, backstabbed you, that's going to teach you, if anything, how not to treat others, right? Or how not to be. So I feel like this situation here taught you, and you're growing from it, right? You're to embrace your growth from these experiences here. Listen to that little voice. Let it, I'm hearing, let it create a new path for you. Remember, the Two of Wands up here is trying to choose a path or a new journey and is struggling to. Use the experiences here with the swords in the back, right? Use it to help create the life that you want moving forward. Like he's artistic, right? He's creating something. He has a blank canvas here, and he's making something of it moving forward. Okay? So you have the ability to create a new canvas, all right? You have a blank, clean slate, a blank canvas now, after this experience is over, right? You can create it, you can paint it any way you want, because you learned something new, you have a different outlook on the situation, you've grown from it, you're maturing from it, right? So you can create the path moving forward any way you like. So you're to embrace a new path, you're to embrace a clean slate. Take the experiences with you, certainly, but don't let them keep you down. Don't let them have you swimming in the muck of it. Because intuition is what's going to light the way moving forward and give you a whole new outlook as a result of it, okay? So let me grab one little oracle here. Perseverance. Look at that. See? You have this. And look, here's the sun. And here's the sun again. Right? So things are improving. Things will improve. You persevered. You have so much oomph. Okay? You can't stay down. You're not going to stay down in this position here with the Ten of Swords. You might have fought the current, okay, because this is trout. And they do go swim against the current, but they have a goal and they're not giving up. So I feel like you are not giving up. Not at all. You might have had some fears, some worries, some trepidations, but I think it's your intuition that has helped you persevere and push through. Despite the letdowns, despite the backstabbing, despite all the sadness you might have experienced and the hardships you've experienced, you persevered so much. You're to embrace your strength, I feel, and your resilience, and take that as inspiration and onto a new journey, moving forward. So let's see, 3 more cards. All right, see, messages. Pages are messages. So some kind of communication. Journey, yeah. Moving forward. And these are not red reverse. Yeah, money. Security. Maybe financial gain for some of you. But yeah, it's almost like, okay, I'm here. You got the message loud and clear. And now that you understand, all right, you're moving forward. You're not looking back. This guy's like taking off like a bat out of hell, right? He's like, I don't have time for this. I'm out of here. I'm moving on. I'm not looking back. This is like a mini chariot in a way. But I feel like there was some kind of communication. That communication might have brought some betrayal, okay? It might have brought some fear, trepidation to you. It might have forced you to choose a new path. But once you understood, you got the message loud and clear, you took off and you were going in search of maybe something financial or whatever. But I see it more like as your sense of security, your overall physical well-being. You're like, I need something stable. I need something secure. I can't stay here anymore. I can't stay in this situation anymore. I have to fight for the things that I want. I have to fight for my own physical well-being. Okay? Because money does keep us fed. It keeps us clothed. It puts a roof over our head. It provides in this physical world. Unfortunately, that's, the system we live in. But I feel like that's what you're after. You're after your own physical sense of security and well-being. You're looking to create something new, manifest something new. You're to embrace those new things, I feel, and not look back. Embrace the new journey that you're on and not look back. That's what you're to embrace. Look, Six of Cups. It might have had to do with someone because of that Ten of Swords. Somebody might have betrayed you. Might have been a past love, okay? With the Six of Cups, we do see like a soulmate energy sometimes, a kindred spirit energy, somebody that you have a bond with, maybe a childhood connection to. Okay, but I could also see this as your inner child. So sometimes we have to overcome the wounds of our inner child. And if there was any fear attached, okay, I could see where that was coming from with the Nine of Wands. Fears that maybe are programmed in us as a child, you know, come out to play, let's say, as adults. And we have to overcome those things. Right, so I could see that with the Six of Cups. I could also see this as memories, nostalgia, thinking about something, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Okay, like I should have done this, I should have done that, if only, you know. And that dwelling on the past can prevent us from moving forward. But I honestly think you've overcome that. Okay, you've overcome that. You've persevered beyond that now. Or you are on your way there to doing that. All right, so let's get an oracle. Okay, it says, Green Tara, start delegating, ask others to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome advice, okay? So either way, intuition, look, intuition is your internal GPS, right? Your navigation system of the soul. But you can always ask spirit. You could always ask others, okay? You can always ask spirit guides, angels, ancestors, you know, whatever you subscribe to for guidance, all right? You don't have to do it alone. If you have a support system around you, you can ask for them to, you know, to lean on the shoulder just a little bit as you transition, okay? Because that Ten of Swords, tens are changes, transitions, completions of a cycle, all right? So there's definitely some changes here. And yeah, it might not be easy at first, but I think, yeah, you can ask for support as you have a clean slate, right? As you embrace the new journey. Don't be afraid to. So that's good advice. So stack number 2, this is your reading. I hope this has connected for you. If it has, let me know in the comment section, okay? And if you haven't already, feel free to check out your zodiac sign readings that I did, a mini monthly July readings. All right, they're all time stamped in there for every sign too. So you might have additional messages there. So we get this out the way. I'll have a little sip of something and get to stack number 3. Okay, sorry stack number 3 people. I had to cut the video out just for a second there to answer my door. So I have your cards here. Let me get to it for you. So what are, I guess what things are you letting go, or what are you letting go, right? So let's see, what are you letting go? Whoop, I feel like the cards don't even want to shuffle. All right, what are you letting go, stack 3? Four of Pentacles. Let's get one more card. All right. So you have the Fool. Four of Pentacles and the Fool. So, okay. So what are you letting go? I'm getting the vibe from the Four of Pentacles that you're surrendering to something, because the Four of Pentacles sometimes will speak about holding on tight to things. And a lot of times when you hold on tight to things and you don't give any wiggle room for something, right? it speaks of control, right? Having an issue with wanting to control everything or having some control issues. Now, a lot of times when we hold on too tight to things, you're not giving the universe room to work for you or to let it manifest or unfold as it should. You know what I mean? Because we're too hyper focused on wanting it to turn out a certain way. We want to control every aspect of it. We're so hyper focused on an outcome and the outcome we want that we suffocate it, right? Whatever this is. So it could be about money. It could be about career, a personal goal, or something like that. But I feel like you need to let go a little bit and not hold on too tight of a certain outcome. I feel like the Fool wants to be carefree. It wants to take a leap of faith, right? It wants to take a leap of faith. It wants to trust in the unfoldment. So part of me is hearing like there's a little bit of an inability to trust the way something is going or the way that it's unraveling, right? The Fool is very brave in the sense that it will move forward in a certain direction, not knowing what the outcome is going to be. It just trusts that everything's going to work out in the end. And I feel like some of you have maybe struggled with that. Like you want to hold on too tight. You want to control every aspect of the unfoldment, right? And the Fool just wants the freedom to just go, right? To go with the flow, to walk, to be optimistic, to trust, because the sun is a symbol of success and it is at the Fool's back, right? He's not holding on to anything really, just his tiny little package on the back. And he's very lighthearted in his approach to things. There's a huge treacherous world out there, right? And the Fool is like, la di da, I'm not scared. I'm just going to put one foot in front of the other and go. So I feel like don't constrain yourself or don't, it's almost like the need to not do that. So that way you can take on a new journey and not feel so limited, okay? It's new energy, the Fool's new energy, and these things want to come in. These new opportunities want to come in. There's new things, there's new things to explore, new journeys to take, right? New adventures to be had. Sometimes we hold on too tight out of fear of failure, or we hold on too tight because we don't want to challenge ourselves. We don't want to push ourselves. So I want to say with the Fool, let go of your fear. Let go of, this seems to be a theme for everybody, really. The limitations that you impose upon yourself. Let go of the way you think something should be or how it should turn out. Just flow. All right? Take on a carefree, lighthearted energy towards this thing that is so important to you. Because when you consider the Four of Pentacles, it holds on to things tightly, right? It doesn't let go. It has a certain idea in its head and it won't let it go. It has to be this way, right? It has to be that color. It has to look this way. It's like, where's the wiggle room, right? Where's the wiggle room? Is there any compromise? I guess I want to say. So have a little bit more freedom, because the Fool is very free, very carefree. Give yourself more freedom to work, to move, to manifest, to create, to flow, right? Because if you look at the Four Pentacles, they're stuck inside this box. Yet there's all this flowy water in the background, but the Pentacles are stuck in the box. So it's almost like, how do you expect to flow? How do you expect to, yeah, how do you expect to flow if you're so bent on a certain outcome, right? I'll give you an example. I know this is silly, but okay, you want a pair of shoes. They have to be this purple. They have to be this color purple. If they're not this color purple, I'm not going to be happy. Yet the universe wants to deliver those shoes, but maybe the universe has the idea of delivering you a different color pair of shoes. Same shoe, same style, same fit, just a different color. You know what I mean? Like, it's that thing. It's like, yeah, the universe can give you what you want, but you got to give it room to work. That's what I'm hearing from this. So maybe release some control issues over an outcome or the direction that you're going. Go with the flow. Don't put so much stress or worry on it to the point where you suffocate it, okay? 4s are also about stability. And the Fool is anything but stable. All right, so consider that opposing energy there. All right, so I'm going to grab what to embrace. I hope I was able to make sense with that. I was struggling to find some analogies of how to get my point across. But let me see as far as what you should be embracing. What should you be embracing, stack 3? Whoa, okay, so I'm just going to take that. I'm going to take this one too because of the way it bent. All right, and I don't read reversed. Okay, so a lot of pentacles, all right? So I'm almost feeling like some of you are trying to manifest something material, or your focus right now is on the material. All right, so you have the 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. And I'm looking at the 8 of Pentacles like you're working towards a goal, okay? Because the 8 of Pentacles is like, it's the apprenticeship. It's about putting your effort, your energy, your time, your love, your care, your devotion into honing a gift or creating something, right? You're hyper focused on this thing because you see where it can take you. You're looking to forge your stability in some way, whether that be with a talent, whether that be a business, a career, something you're learning, right? And you've been working hard. And I want to say to you with the 8 of Pentacles, as long as you're doing what you love, as long as you're embracing what you love to do, it will flow. All right, it will flow. You don't have to control it so much. All right. It's like, take a risk. See where it takes you. As long as you put your love into something, as long as you put your energy into something and it's coming from the right place or in your heart, or it's coming from the, from deep down and it's something that you want, I think like the universe will create vessels for that abundance to pour in. Okay? So it's like, embrace the journey, okay? Because I see this flowing, right? I see these coins flowing. And I'm like, embrace the journey with the Fool of where this will take you. Step outside your own box here with the 4 of Pentacles and just see where it takes you. It doesn't have to be perfect. The journey doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, there might be some bumps and some twists and turns along the way. The Fool, experiences that. He's a risk taker, but he's taking the journey anyway. And there's bravery in that. I want to say let go of your fear of failure with the Fool and the 4 of Pentacles. Maybe you stay inside your box because you fear failure. But it's almost like embrace the gifts that you have. Okay, embrace your talents, your work, your hard working, work ethic, and embrace the good that you feel when you're doing what you love. All right, because then the universe creates vessels to pour back into you with that Six of Pentacles. Remember, Six of Pentacles is about balance, reciprocity, give and take. So it's like, keep doing what you're doing. Like, work on the things that you love, because that's what makes you happy and actually helps you reach your higher and most authentic self, right? So keep doing what you're doing. Work on yourself. Work on the things that you love. Work on your talents. Share your gifts. And the Six of Pentacles here, like, the universe is going to give back to you, because this is about giving, all right? The universe will pour back into you, right? It'll refresh your cup, in other words. There will be a reciprocity. You might receive a gift. You might receive a blessing. You might receive a loan for something that you've been working hard on, okay? Like if you're applying for a business loan or something like that. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but if you have these ideas, this manifestation you're working on, it might require money, and you might get a blessing from somebody generous offering something to you. So you can continue this journey towards the thing you're working so hard on. Okay, so let's get more information. Creativity, yeah. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. Do what you love. Put your energy into that. Stop trying to control, what the outcome will be like. Just do it, right? Don't hold yourself back. Just do it. Just do it, and it'll all flow the way it's supposed to. And if you're putting your energy, your effort, and time into this thing that you love, and you're giving so much of yourself, trust that the universe is going to actually, pour back into you. Okay? Everything that you've been putting out, it's going to pour that back in, fill your cups that much more, okay? So this is about you and your creativity, taking a risk on the things that you want to do, taking a risk on what your talents and your own gifts, okay? And seeing where it takes you. So embrace that about yourself. Embrace your gifts, your talents, and trust that people are going to appreciate it too. All right? Because the Six of Pentacles is like, I could see this as like, if you're a creative person, especially with this, if you're a creative person, people are going to start appreciating that creativity or looking to pay for it in some way. Okay, that's an equal give energy exchange. If I create a work of art, somebody wants that work of art, they're going to pay me for that. All right, whatever that may be, whatever that gift that you have is, you have people looking to, give or exchange something monetary for that talent. All right, so I think that's what this is talking about. You don't have to wait for everything to line up and be perfect in order for you to start, okay? Because it'll keep you from actually doing anything at all if you wait forever. Like, what's the saying? Now is as any good a time to start, or, yeah, what's the saying? I'm always like messing up quotes. Now is as Yeah, now is... I can't figure it out. Sorry. Let me get 3 cards here. Now is as good as a time as any or something like that. All right, let me stop trying. Okay, I need 3 cards. Okay, that kind of wanted to jump out. But you know what? I'm going to keep shuffling. 3 cards. Marriage. Unions, partnerships. Hope. And fidelity. All right, so this could be about business partnerships, all right? Or vows, contracts, you're signing promises or whatever. I feel like some of you are hoping for a deal, okay? Or some kind of partnership or union to come through. You're maintaining faith in that. I mean, it's been probably a little rough, okay? Because if you look at the waters, they're a little choppy there. But you're anchored, okay? You know what it is that you want. But I also want to say, don't let that anchor keep you in place either, okay? Because that can be that way. But I look at this like you're hoping for some kind of partnership or some kind of contract, okay? Could definitely be relationship, but I'm not really seeing that too much. You have some kind of hope for this, and you've been loyal to a situation, all right? Maybe so loyal that you're holding on tight to someone or something. Again, I'll go back to the journey. Like the Fool wants to take the journey, right? Let me get more information. But if you're so bent on a certain outcome or the way something's going to look and there's no wiggle room, that loyalty or commitment, okay, because the marriage here can prevent compromise in the unfolding. Right, so let's get one card. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. See, the Queen of Swords is super rigid, right? There's no yielding sometimes with her. She's very rigid. So again, that rigidness can prevent the flow, right? Something wants to flow. Something wants to pour out to you, back into you, as far as something creative or something financial or a personal goal that you have. But you got to let go of the rigid outlook. Like I said, being stuck in the box. You got to think outside the box. And sometimes the Queen of Swords energy can be so bent on seeing a certain thing her way, right? That there's no room for things to flow organically or naturally. Creativity wants to flow, but I don't know why I'm feeling like a blockage of the creativity because of the rigidity of it all. Right? So it's almost like let it flow. Don't try to control it so much. Give the universe room to work. Okay? I know you're loyal to a certain vision, but maybe it's going to be delivered to you just in a different way than you expect, okay? So it says, and I won't even try to pronounce that, but it says blossoming. You are just getting started. So yes, have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. Absolutely. You're loyal to the vision, but I also want to say you have to give the universe room to work and compromise with it just a little bit. Carefree energy and being in flow, all right, is what you need also to embrace. And the fact that the Fool is in the position of what to let go of the box that you put yourself in, okay? So that way the Fool can journey towards these things, journey towards his blossoming without any restriction, all right? the point is to just start. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to know all the answers. It's just like take the first step. The Fool wants to take the first step. Maybe let go of the fear of taking the first step, right? So I feel like you have the potential to do this thing, whatever it is that you have your mind on, or whatever personal goal, maybe creative personal goal that you have. You have the ability to do it, but it's like you have to also be patient with yourself and the process, and trust that it is flowing in the right direction. All right. So I'm going to leave you here, guys. If you feel this connects with you, please do let me know. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check out your readings for all zodiac signs. I uploaded a live last night. I just wanted to get more content out to you. I'm going to be out of the country for like 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. Closing down my Etsy shop as of today, unfortunately. But it's just to help me get caught up before I leave. So I won't be taking personal reading requests during that time. So I'll reopen my shop on the 16th of July. And I will resume card readings again at that time. So I'll have this one out to you and probably another one before I go. But I won't see you till after July 16th. Okay, so sending much love to everybody watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Keep shining.